So what has kept you working with violins? What do you love about violins?
There's just something about the violin family that has always appealed to me, the quality of the sound, the warmth that it gives. What about yourself?
I wanted to help people and let people know that it's okay to ask for help. How did you discover that you loved violins?
Well, I took up the violin at high school, but it was far too late to be really good at it. At the end of high school, I found out about a course in England. Travelled over there on the off chance. I went on a working holiday.
And how long ago was that?
Yes, it's a while ago. 1979, but started here at the shop in 1988. So it's, what's that, 33 years now, heading into the 34th year. My entire family is in some way connected with music. My wife's family, they're all professional musicians. She's a professional violinist in the Opera Australia.
Well, I've had a very varied life. I left school, studied nursing, and then I decided to get a one-way ticket to London.
You were there too?
For something different, yeah. I had my first taste of sales when I was overseas. I did door-to-door sales for 6 months. And that was my only training. I had some tough times, and I thought the different choices that I'd made over my life after I had the tough times set me up pretty well. So at this moment, I manage an organic shop, Manic Organic, and run a charity called Need a Feed.
When you just say an organic shop, that sounds busy enough, but with a charity also.
Yeah, well, they work well together.
Okay.
So I took on the role of managing the shop because it does work so well with Need a Feed. We can store the food gifts there to distribute out to people in need.
Is it 7 days a week?
Yeah, I'm usually in there 3 days a week, and then I'm working on Need a Feed on the other days, and I'm at the Need a Coffee van as well. I usually go in, set up the shop, go home, take the kids to school, then I can go back to the shop and I finish before school finishes.
Ah, you've been able to pick them up.
Yeah, so that's what I love, the flexibility of pretty much working for myself.
So you got any challenges?
Cash flow is also a problem. With us, we have so many suppliers.
I'd say pay early if you can, and it's good for the relationship because they have other people to pay too. They've got their workers.
That's right.
And if they know that you're going to be reliable, they'll keep an eye on you. So, do you make use of social media?
I do a lot of live videos on Facebook. Yeah, so people come in and say, oh, I saw your video, you've got the spinach rolls today. So I think it's a really good way to get more customers in.
I don't use it so much.
So you don't post on Facebook?
I do post.
How often though?
Once or twice a month.
Oh, see, there's no point. So did you know that on Facebook you can schedule posts? So you can set up interesting posts. There might be a picture or a link to something, and you can schedule posts way in advance.
You have sort of like a box of tricks that you can be brought out as you need. How do you do accounting at the moment?
I have a really good bookkeeper.
Oh, you don't do it all yourself?
Well, I do part of it, and then it's not my strength at all. So I do as much as I can. There's certain bits I do, but then I pass it on.
Well, if you understand more of what's going in and out of your business, then you can use that information to make other decisions. It saved me hours using the Reckon software. I'll give you a look here. There, so how I've got it set up at the moment goes to the dashboard. I just go to banking and check on what's happening in my bank transaction, my bank feed. There, I've been using it since about July 2019. It'll take the GST off, or it tell me what I've taken this month, that last month, last year, compare it to last year.
So that's something definitely to consider, being more hands-on with it.
So thanks for the chat today. It's great that you
worries.
come to the shop. I show off my wares to you.
It is a beautiful shop. I've never been in a violin shop, and I will be definitely thinking about Reckon after our conversation.
Okay.
So thank you.
No worries.
Well, Well, there's a few takeaways from today's chat with Alan. One big one was just being a bit more hands-on and learning a bit more about the software and the accounting side of things, because that's never been my strong point, but now I'm learning that I really need to get a bit more involved.
So I can probably make more use of social media using sort of Instagram and Facebook, schedule more posts that will sort of add to the advertising of the business, hopefully help us grow.
I think it's interesting that he can stay in the same business for 33 years, where I am so here and there and developing and changing, and I found that really interesting because I feel like I would like to be like that.